Hello everyone, this is MasterMax88 and welcome back to In Heat. I'm gonna be continuing the brand new dating mode that was added to the game today. So if you haven't seen my previous videos about it, definitely take a look at what I've accomplished so far. We went through the introduction as well as the first date with Sammy. So those are very important parts of this new game mode here. And what I'm going to be doing today is continue with Nile. Now, originally, what I had planned to do was to go straight to Poppy, but the issue is, I can't start the date. And it seems like you have to follow the established order, which means you do the intro, you do Sammy, you do Nile, and then, only then, can you go on a date with Poppy. So, it is what it is. It's rather unfortunate, but Nile is a very interesting character as well. Don't get me wrong, I know Nile definitely has her fans, so I don't want to offend anyone here. But yeah, Nile the cat will be the main focus of this video today. And again, if you've seen our previous videos, you know how this goes. These are pretty much visual novels, right? So that's how the gameplay is like. And we got a quick description here that says, "It's been a long shift, but I think I'm starting to get the hang of things. I'm not sure how I'm able to balance all of this and somehow get to date anybody. Oh hey, who's that at the door?" Well, I'm guessing it's probably Nile, and we'll start the date and see what's up with her. Try to get to Poppy here for my next video, hopefully. We'll see how it goes. Because those can be pretty long, so I best just get right to it. I like to think of myself as an optimist, which is pretty true to myself as well, actually. I try to look at the world as though the glass is half full. With that in mind, this job is turning out a little more intense than I had first anticipated. I finished tonight without too many problems, but it's taken a little time to get used to where all the rooms are and what all the clients are looking for. Yeah, the nightclub can be a little bit challenging. It takes even more time to get used to how the girls operate, but the doors are holding up well. A few smudges on the glass never hurt anybody. At the very least, finishing up a shift here in the club is infinitely less stressful than my old job. I swear, I sometimes still hear that doll squeaking when it's quiet. With enough practice, I think I could really make a life for myself here.
Hey, sweetie.
Not the worst
Could I
job
talk to you?
to have. And that kind of proves my point. I almost faint. I don't know why I thought that the girls would honor the end of the shift. Part of me generally thought that once that clock hit 6 a.m., they just stop existing. But no, they do not. They just won't. Oh, hey, hi. Aren't you meant to be... I don't know where they go. No one ever told me where they're supposed to go. That is a good question. Do they go back in pods of some sort? I don't know. I don't know. They probably have rooms. Somewhere, room, cage, storage closet. Or, you know, maybe they have houses as well. Who knows? Even when I'm standing, Maddie still towers over me. She is a big girl. The kitsune's ears stop just shy of scraping against the ceiling. That tall, huh? And her wide hips barely fit through the door, and I know Maddie's got quite a lot of fans, and she will be made available in the dating mode as well. Currently she's locked, but in a future update, she will be available. So what's up with you, Maddie? We have rooms, silly. Oh, so that's where they stay. But I want to speak with you before you left. Is that okay? We're a lot more relaxed once the sun is up. You're getting the hang of things. Do you feel at home yet? I'm taken aback by the choice of conversation topic. Honestly, I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this. But I guess I'm doing a pretty good job, so she may be onto something. Yeah, a little. Still getting my head around everything, though.
You'll get there.
And, as I mentioned in my previous videos, we do have a little bit of voice acting. The lines are not fully voice acted, but still, we have a little taste of it, just enough to really give us a good impression of the characters, so really good on Monster Bucks for getting some voice acting. Of course, ideally, we'd get the whole thing, but, as I've mentioned before, it might be an issue of, you know, costs. I feel like getting a voice actor to read all of this could be a tad expensive. So, you know, at least we get a little bit of it. We all hope you do well. You important to us. That's very sweet of Maddie. Maddie is a very sweet character. Encouragement is always nice. Even if Maddie's particular brand of encouragement is a touch ominous. Why is that? How is it ominous?
So, about your date with Nile.
That's the plan for this video.
She's there right now, waiting for you.
She's already there. Well, that's convenient. That's convenient. Well, this is a familiar scenery. We've been here before as well, when we went on a date with Sammy. It was the exact same place, so... Is that always going to be the location for the dates? I feel like Poppy would go for something different, right? Like, Poppy needs something different than this. I don't know if it really fits Poppy. Probably, you know, something on the beach. How about that? That'd be great. Or going to see, like, a festival. Something really unique for Poppy. But look, you get to it. Nile is already there, sitting and waiting. In a clearing, sitting in front of a gently smoldering fire pit, is Nile. The lovely, elegant empress of the island is hunched forward, crying into her hands, with her shoulders shaken with each gut-wrenching sob. She's crying! Her back is turned to me, so thankfully I'm not spotted. Does she think he ditched her? Dude, just run for it. She probably thinks she got ditched here. As I get closer, I can pick up a few quiet words between the tears. What am I going to do?
Why are you telling me all of this?
What is going on with her? I stopped just far enough away that I might have a chance to run, if she doesn't take too kindly to my support. Our ear twitches as the grass gently crunches beneath my boots. I take a deep breath and summon my courage. Hey, are you okay?
What are you doing here?
Thought we had something scheduled here. I should have expected that reaction. Should you have expected that? I just wanted to ask if you're okay. You're crying. I'm not crying. It sure seemed like you were. At least from what we're reading. Your mascara's running.
I wasn't crying.
So, more important question is, what is she crying about? You know it's okay to cry. Every now and then you just gotta let it out. I wasn't crying. Okay, we're just gonna keep going back to that. We're just gonna keep going back to that. It's quite repetitive. My mother once told me I didn't know when to quit, and I'm starting to think she was right. Even in the face of an angry Nile, I just couldn't bring myself to leave. My gut tells me that I should stay, and I've always listened to it, for better or for worse. Okay. You weren't crying. How many times are we gonna do this, man? Okay, I think we're finally, like, moving on here. I could see her weighing the options, namely the trouble of trying to convince me to leave and the consequences of simply killing me? Looks like Poppy is not the only one with murderous intent. Nile's got that thing going too. Okay, yeah, seems like she's fine with it. Let's get closer to Nile. We sit there for a while, neither of us saying anything. She's waiting for me to get bored and leave. I'm waiting for her to get frustrated and say something. Unfortunately, it seems like she's better at handling awkward silences, so I'm the one to break it. Did you see that one guy that Poppy had tonight? Wait, what? Who are we talking about? Which guy are we talking about? The one that brought an urn with him. I think that was his wife or something. What? I want the whole story here. What happened there? Maybe I don't want the story, actually. I take it back. I don't want the story. You know, the main character is kind of twisted. Not gonna lie. The main character is kind of fucked up. Why would you bring up something like that? Like, Nile is depressed, thinking about possibly killing you, and that's how he breaks the silence. Hey, did you see that one guy that brought an urn? He brought it while he was doing things with Poppy. That was pretty weird, wasn't it, huh? I am so given up with the main character. I'm completely given up with him. I'm wondering the exact same thing. Why is he telling you all of this? Why, of all things, would you bring up weird shit like that? You know, like, she probably doesn't even want to think about work right now. I don't know. Just felt like you needed a distraction, aka the worst way to distract someone. It would just annoy the hell out of her, I feel. That would just be annoying and be like, yeah, I want you to go even more. Or I'm straight up really gonna kill you now. Why are you even here? Okay. Okay, maybe we did not have a date with Nile after all. Maddie was really convincing. I thought for sure we had something. And I think your elbows really don't get the credit they deserve. They're sharp, but not pointy. That's real elegance there. You can tell she's royalty. I don't even remember how I got to the elbow. I think I started just moving through all the joints. My back of the knee comment was a masterstroke. But now I'm out of those two. Let's see, your eyes are, wonderful eyes.
He wanted me to dominate him, talk dirty, call him a filthy pig, smother him with my body, and use him until he's a dried out, withered mess to be tossed away.
What was that? What was that? That wasn't even close to the line. That's gotta be some sort of mistake, or it's just Monster Bugs trolling us, cause where did that come from? Where did that come from? And the main character is not really responding to it appropriately either, so it might have been some type of mistake. They didn't pick, like, the right voice line. It just seems incredibly out of place. Okay, but let's move on here. I don't know if she's got any more retorts like this. We'll see.
I am glad you can recognize quality when you see it.
Okay, so now we're back on track. Now we're back on track. You're a star, Nile. Everyone knows how great you are. The silence falls suddenly and harshly. I'm not sure what exactly I did, but clearly it's my fault. When in doubt, blame yourself. Yep, sure. Something else his mother taught him. Taught him a lot of things. I should probably see a therapist or something. That could do you a lot of good, man. That could do you a lot of good. I'm not calling you conceited or anything, by the way. You carry yourself just fine. What's with this atmosphere? I'm dying here. Nile, are you okay? You want to talk about it? I hear a gentle whine. She's struggling to hold back tears. Here we go again. If you need to talk, I'm here to listen. I won't tell anyone. It'll just be between you and me. She takes a slow, shaky breath and steadies herself. I feel we're about to get to the bottom of this here, as to why she was crying. If I tell you, and you say anything to anyone, I won't.
Swear.
You gotta swear. Swear it. There's a bitterness to her tone that I can shake. I swear I won't say a word. Except to everyone watching this video right now, I suppose. Earlier tonight, before I came to the club, I had a special customer. Okay, so we're getting the story here. He requested me specifically and paid extra for the privilege because he wanted what Diamond Straits advertises. Yes, but not just me. The version of me in the films. The elegant, intimidating villainess that bends men to her will. She's playing the role of the villain. So, that's where the whole murderous intent comes from. I never saw those movies. Now that I think about it, it probably would have helped to do at least some amount of research before coming to work here. And what's wrong with that? Nile visibly prickles at the question. Because that's not me. Those films were made before I was born. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. So there's that line that came out of nowhere. Now it's actually being used. So yeah, clearly there was some sort of mistake. It did feel really out of place. But now, here, it would actually make sense. Okay. Okay. Certainly took me off guard earlier. That is... Main character really needs therapy. It's what the public wants from me, I suppose. It's a damn shame. But it's not you, it's not Nile.
It's not me.
She's more gentle. What happened, you know, with the customer? Nile slumps further forward. I tried my best, he didn't give me enough time, it wasn't my fault. Did he hurt you? Did he actually hurt Nile? Worse. Worse? The fuck? What? What did he do? He complained to management. Oh, god dang it. He turned into a Karen. He said I wasn't what was advertised and they sent Sammy to replace me. You can go, he said. He dismissed me like I was the help, like I was lesser. Man, that sucks. That's rough. That's rough. We go silent for a while and I can hear the gentle sniffle of a girl trying her best to keep it together. Everything comes naturally to her, it's effortless, and the worst part is, when she came in, she smiled at me and told me that it was okay, and I resented her for that. She felt sorry for me, even when she was overshadowing me.
Pathetic.
Deep down, she knows that's what I am. They all do. They can smell it. I don't know about that. I think Sammy was just genuinely trying to help her. And yeah, that is most definitely a different side of Nile. And that's the cool thing about this mode right here, the dating mode. You can see a different perspective of the characters, which is something you could also see in the other visual novel called In Heat Honeymoon. You can see a bit more what they're like on a day-to-day basis, like what their personality really is. So that's why I'm really eager to get to Poppy. Because I feel there's definitely a sweet side to Poppy, okay? For sure.
What? So I'm not good enough for you either?
Okay, this took a strange turn. So, most likely there was a bit of a jump cut because Nile was getting closer to the main character They were getting closer to each other on the bench. And then, as she got closer to him, she's like, wait, hold up. You don't really seem to be attracted to me. You don't really seem to be turned on. And that's her reaction. She clearly does not appreciate that, as you can see right here. I didn't say that. Suddenly, that exploratory stroke along my thigh was more of a vice grip. She's gonna crush him. You think you can make fun of me? Is that it? Maybe lower my guard so you can have your laughs? This is really taking a bad, dark turn here.
Who do you think you are?
You're just a security guard. You know who I am? I'm Nile. People fly across the world to see me. You know, that's actually really good comfort. That really hurts now. Her grip is getting tighter and tighter. Any hope I have of circulation in my toes is becoming a faint memory. Pretty much gonna decapitate her leg at this point. She stares daggers at me, and finally she lets go, sitting up from the bench in a huff.
If you tell anyone what I told you...
Man, this really went wrong. Unlike with Sammy, which, you know, it went pretty good. This, for all intents and purposes, you know, it had one good moment, but overall, just a shit show of a date. She glares at me for a while longer, and she probably leaves, right? Hold up, maybe not. She's gonna try and hypnotize us first. I catch a strange tint of color in her eyes, a stark contrast to the usual gold irises. Yeah, she's gonna hypnotize us. It's entrancing. I wonder how she does that. It's all swirly and purple. Yep. There you go. She's just gonna walk right away. Okay. Nah, just let her go. Just let her go. At this point, just leave it at that. This was horrible. This went as bad as I feared it might go. So, yeah. You failed. Best go back home. And, you know, go back to the writing board and come up with a better plan. Okay. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I'm skipping a little bit of the text because I've been recording for some time and I want to keep the video as short as possible. I'm going to try, although I feel like this is going to be like 30 minutes. And I know if it's anything like the date with Sammy, there's probably going to be another character that's going to come up here. So I'm fully expecting another character. Okay, so taking the tram, going right back home. And we're back in the fog. Last time we're here, we had Cass that gave us a really weird interview. I'm distracted enough in my musings that I don't even notice the short Tanuki girl. Yeah, she's there again.
Welcome home, Employee 20.
I'm not a big fan of Cass. My main issues with Cass is how she keeps being a pain in your ass in the nightclub. And look, I'll be brutally honest, I'm not a fan of her look either. Out of all the characters, this is the least appealing character to me. I'm being brutally honest here. Like, I'd go with any other character before Cass, so, you know, I'm sorry, I'm being brutally honest. You spend quality time with Nile, there's nothing wrong with that.
Of course not.
Yeah, well, I guess I did you guys a solid, because she vented to me. Taking initiative is admirable. Maybe your instincts for how we do things here are better than we anticipated. Strangely, it seems like they don't know about my conversation with Maddie earlier today. Surprisingly, she wasn't there to stalk that conversation. But I'm just thankful we're not going through a weird interview again. Okay, let's get back on track here. You're getting distracted, main character.
A right man in the wrong place makes all the difference.
Okay. But I will be noting the fixation on your mother and your father. Yeah, no, that's something we've learned about the main character in this chapter. He seems to be very much focused on his mother. He keeps bringing her up. I hope it's mostly good things in there. Probably not. I'm worrying about the file.
Now.
Don't make a habit of it. Getting too attached this early on in your career could be disastrous. I already made that mistake with Poppy. But I don't think it's a mistake. I think it's just, you know, it makes perfect sense. You're not developing feelings for the stars. Star. Just one.
Liar.
I'm being honest with you. The main character isn't, though. He might be as well. I just don't know which character he's going with. I'm not lying. Is he going for all of them? Probably. It's gonna turn out to be some sort of harem. Now get up to your room and get some rest. We need you back in the club tonight for another shift. We expect it to be quite busy. The girl walks past me and her tails run swiftly up my leg and over my... Come on. Drawing what I can only describe as a... Yippee! Oh, that is brilliant writing. I love that. I genuinely love that. We need more yippee, okay? Oh, this is great. Good night. Weird. Trash panda is what I call it. Yeah. It's morning, idiot. Look, looks like nighttime to me. Okay? It's pretty dark outside and there's a lot of fog, so I can't really tell.
We look forward to seeing your progress.
Right, I bet you do. A plane goes overhead and the sound draws my attention for just one moment. You keep saying we. Do you mean... By the time I lower my eyes again, she's gone. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised that she can make a quick getaway as she does an entrance. But I still spend a few seconds trying to spot where she disappeared to before I admit defeat. She must have meant the corporation. Yeah, it's probably the corporation. Oh god, don't tell me there's another Tanuki, please. One is enough. More than enough. Just go to bed, please. Go to bed. I dream of fluffy tails and powerful hands. It's a weird dream and a weird way to start your career, yeah. And that actually brings us to the end of this chapter with Nile, and thank God for that, because I'm looking at how long I've been recording. And once again, this is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass to edit, because I've been recording for a little over 1 hour. Now, something you can do once you're done with the date is you can give her some gifts. Now, what would Nile appreciate? Probably this. So I'm going to go ahead and try this one. Nope, she actually doesn't like it. Ah, shit. Grilled cheese? Maybe? Someone with a big appetite. Okay, probably not. Probably this one. Yeah! There you go. That does it. And this one too. That makes a lot of sense. And, let's just give her one more of this, and we're gonna fill up the meter. So, jewelry, makeup, and something I didn't quite figure out. Seems to be her favorite items. Makes sense. But there you go. That was the date with Nile. It could have gone a lot better. Not gonna lie. It could have gone a lot better. That's for sure. Also, Wait, hold up. You still can't go on a date with Poppy. That's still not part of the options. Yep, I can't see anything about Poppy being available yet, so I suppose it will indeed be a future update. So I'm just gonna keep an eye out for it. Hope it comes out sooner than later. But until then, I pretty much did everything I could here in this brand new game mode. And it really is a lot of fun. Really is a lot of fun. It's just that I've been doing a lot of visual novels lately. If you've been following my channel, you know I've been doing a Fortnite at fnaf, Malovent, a Fortnite at fnaf 2, and now I've got visual novels in Heat as well, so whew, it's a lot. It's a lot. I guess like my whole channel is about visual novels now, but still, I very much appreciate what they've done here. The writing is really good, the characters are always great, and the voice acting is phenomenal when we can get a little bit of it, so I'll definitely be continuing in the future. So definitely subscribe if you haven't yet to stay tuned. And until the next video, until we can finally get a date with Poppy, I wish all you knights a wonderful rest of your day. Take care of yourselves, and with that, as always, take it away.